Hi, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the Gig Economy podcast. Want to touch base with our sponsors real quick. Our studio sponsor is Irvine's Auto Repair in Grand Rapids Hybrid. They are located on Stafford, just east of 131 off 44th Street. They are doing brakes for breasts this month of October. And you get your pads or your drums free. You just have to pay for labor. And 10% of that goes to, I think, a Cleveland clinic that is working for a vaccine for breast cancer. So that's amazing. Irvine's always gives back. They are just the best. If you need your car repair, maintenance, they have fall specials going on right now to get that stuff done. You can call them at 532-6600 or irvines.com to schedule all your services. Thank you to Irvine's Auto Repair and Grand Rapids Hybrid for supporting the Gig Economy podcast. Next up is Oiluber.com. Oiluber.com. Interesting name, right? It has the word oil and Uber in it. Well, they are an amazing new company based out of Ann Arbor, Michigan that does on-demand oil changes. Go to Oiluber.com to two things. A, sign up to get your oil change. And B, if you are looking for some extra gig work, you can be a technician. It's an amazing company. They are a startup. They've been in business for 3 years, but they're growing rapidly. But in the Grand Rapids market, they need technicians and clients. The prices are very similar to getting your oil change at Valvoline. But the best part of this is on demand. They come to you, you pop the hood, they change the oil, you say it's good, and then off you go. Like, there's really nothing to it. And because what a pain in the ass is to go get your oil change. Yeah, it doesn't take that long if you go to Valvoline, right? But we're all so busy. How great would it be on a Saturday? One less thing that you have to drive, probably wait in line for, and to get your oil change, where you can just get it done in your driveway. They have all the tools, all the oil and everything to get your job done and do a great job. So go to oiluber.com to sign up to be a technician for extra gig work or to get your oil change. And last but not least, a sponsor for us. We would love you to be a part of our Patreon community. Go to patreon.com/thegigecon-podcast. It's kind of chopped up because they don't let you put the whole word in. But if you go to patreon.com and search the Gig Economy podcast, it'll pop up. $5 tier, $10 tier. The $5 is just buying us a cup of coffee a month saying, hey, thanks for doing this. Thanks for, putting out all this free content. We really appreciate it. But the $10 gets you an extra podcast a month, behind the scenes or before pre-chatter, before our regular show, and then some merch. So go to sorry. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Talking too long without a break. Go to patreon.com and then search the Gig Economy podcast and help support the show. All right, enjoy. Why didn't it play? Oh, crap. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy podcast. I was messing with levels earlier today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're happy that you're here. Janet from New Zealand, 2 p.m. in New Zealand right now. So this studio is sponsored by Irvine's Auto Repair and Grand Rapids Hybrid. We'll talk about them a little bit later. And we have a special guest, Brian Pickering from Oiluber.com. He came in earlier for an interview from Ann Arbor, so he's going to sit around a little bit and hang out. So, Brian, thanks for sitting in with us.
Thank you.
I want to say hi to your beautiful daughter, Bristol.
Thank you.
Hopefully she's watching and you can get a like from her, and it made her day. So, yeah, we got Jesper and Pete.
Whoop, whoop.
Jesper and Pete. Jesper looked like he's a deer in headlights. Did I say Jesper and Pete? Everyone.
You're Max today, apparently.
Yeah, I'm Maxwell. And then I called out a Steve. I don't know why. If you can do me a favor, if you can share the show in your Facebook group that you're part of, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and mash that like button. We would really appreciate it. Also, everything can be found on our website to download the podcast, look at our old videos, blogs, gigeconomy/podcast.com. That's gigeconomy-podcast.com. All right. Story since last podcast. Well, with the pandemic, it's been a little slow. Pete, 0. He's still worrying at plate issue. Jesper, 0. Me, 0. Brian, 0.
Well, Brian always has stories, but not driving stories.
Yeah. So one thing I do want to get up, and I think I got the blessing from this person, but Ben got kicked off of Uber Eats.
I didn't hear about this, so I must have
Yes!
missed it in the chat. I don't know if you talked about it.
So apparently, if you go below a 4.80, they kick you. He got deactivated from Eats. So isn't that weird? First of all, how did he get that low of a rating? Like, what did you do? Did you, later on, there's a video of a guy that did something with ice cream. Did you do that? Did you get reported?
You got to figure that Uber probably uses situations like this to call the herd.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they probably have so many drivers right now because nobody wants to take rides.
It's true.
Do rides, so they got so many people on Eats.
Yeah, for sure.
You sneezed wrong? Oh.
Yeah, I was just shocked when he told me that. I'm like, Ben, you're like the nicest guy around. Like, how did you get deactivated from Uber Eats?
Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe again,
he's been taking off the food.
Maybe trimming off the top like that guy in India that was scraping off the spaghetti. Nasty. I will not be driving this weekend. I'll be out of town, but soon enough, I'll be back out there. I'm looking forward to it. Need to save for a bathroom remodel, so need to get out there and make that cheddar.
There you go.
So
you're just going to be delivering cheddar only?
No, I'm going to make the cheddar.
Oh.
I'm going to deliver the food.
Oh.
Cheddar is another term for money.
Oh.
Welcome to America.
I knew that.
I
was trying to make a play on words.
Hey,
but you didn't.
Before we get going, we should go around the room and say, who are you going to vote for, Jesper?
I can't vote. So
yes.
It's not my fault.
Heyo.
I won't ask anyone else.
No matter what, it's not my fault.
All right. So we have a Telegram channel where you can join and talk shit or hang out with other rideshare drivers. And if you go to the description in the Facebook or YouTube or whatever, you can click on the link and go from there. What are you laughing at?
Sam called you a jackass.
Oh, man. Who said, "What's up, Dad"? Someone said, "What's up, Dad"? Is that your daughter?
I didn't even see that.
That's my son.
Oh, your son. Okay. It's like, I just swore.
He's the guitar player.
Does she know that this is, we try not to say the F word, but it does slip out sometimes. Also, if you are interested, even though some guy gave me some hate on Twitter, you can get a Octopus tablet that you can put in the back of your car and earn an extra $100 a month.
$100?
$100. Wow. I know. It's not a ton, but...
Is that here now?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Not in Grand Rapids, but the show's heard nationally.
True.
Internationally.
New
We
Zealand.
have international people.
That's right. Janet still has not received the merch. It has been 1 month that I sent it to New Zealand. But yeah, you can
But
check.
on the other side, you got a camera in 4 days.
Well, that's Amazon. We're relying on the post office this time.
That's true.
But anyways, if you click on the link, and it's available in your area, you get a free tablet. And the hate I got on Twitter is like, why are you promoting this in a pandemic? I'm like, all right, bro, take a deep breath. All right, like it's fine. Oh, that's my new tone. Did everyone stop when you heard that?
Yeah, somebody's phone going out.
Who's online?
Yeah. So I was hoping I would get y'all. That's the following one. Then Lyft is the like one. Okay. I was a little creative. I was a little bored. Anyways,
A little bored.
yeah.
I gotta go take that ride. Hang on one second.
Honestly, I stopped and thought someone had their phone on and it would accepted a ride. I was like, oh wait, that's right. I changed the
It's a man that goes, who's an Uber?
I know. That was super funny.
That was awesome. Awesome, Jason. I like it.
Thank you. I even surprised myself. So before we get into the gig economy news, we're going to talk about Irvine's Auto Repair and Grand Rapids Hybrid. They are located on Stafford, just off of 44th Street, east of 131. Call them at 532-6600 or irvines.com. They are doing, sorry, I had to swallow there. Need to drink some water. They are doing Brakes for Breasts this month, and we talked about this last October. They've been a sponsor for a long time. But basically, for the month of October, every brake service that you get, the pads or shoes are free. All you pay for is the labor and any other necessary parts. Or $30 off any service. Does not include oil changes for that $30 off. If you need an oil change, you go to oiluber.com. You like that transition? That was pretty good.
That was great.
And so they're going to take 10% of the
He's
labor.
getting better at it.
I am. They're gonna take 10% and provide it to it's a clinic in Cleveland that they're working on a vaccine for breast cancer. So breaks for breast. But anyways, you can go to irvines.com to schedule service or call them at 532-6600. They would love to hear from you. So.
There we go.
Sam said she just legit checked her phone.
We got both of them.
Yes, I love it. That's so funny. I can't believe I surprised myself. I totally forgot about that.
I mean, the second one I couldn't recognize. It's been too long for me.
Yeah, because you got kicked off the platform.
Wah, wah.
All right. So our first article up for today is...
it's hot in here.
It is hot in here. We got 4 people in here. The door closed. Are you embarrassed to be a rideshare driver? So found this on Reddit. It's not okay. No, when I read these, y'all, I suck at reading, but I'm reading it verbatim, so whatever.
Verbatim.
It's not and never has been a matter of making money. I can gross $2,000 a week here. I just feel like rideshare drivers are looked down on, and it's something I have a hard time dealing with in my mind. Funniest part of it all is everyone us always super cool. All right, well, that was bad English. I have a 5.0 rating on Lyft and everyone does. Or 4.90 rating on Uber. I've done a total of around 6,600 rides. I drive a 2019 Toyota Camry. I get a lot of compliments on the car, but I would be embarrassed to pick someone up that I know or to tell people that I drive for Uber or Ubit and Lyft. If I really busted my ass, I could gross $3,000 per week. How's breaking camp? I also enjoy doing it for the most part.
Where's this guy from? Because I'm going to move there and
right.
$3,000 a week doing.
Right.
Well, not anymore because it's COVID.
Yeah, true.
Well, so he brings up a good point. Did you ever feel like you didn't feel like that?
No.
Like, this isn't my real job? Well, it was for you for a while.
Yeah, I did.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But did you ever feel like, no?
No, I would share. I mean, talk about it, openly. It's no big deal.
But what if somebody said to you, is this your full-time job or?
Well, I would say it was my part-time job. But
there was many weeks. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah,
there was many weeks that I would be bringing home a lot more money than some of my people who went to college.
Oh, for sure.
So,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt it a little bit. Like I don't know. I have a problem with like even the kind of work I do. I really love.
There's nothing wrong with mowing lawns.
Hey.
Ding, 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 ding.
Got him.
So it's an inside joke. Everyone says I mow lawns. I don't mow lawns. I'm a certified pesticide applicator.
And he's a little bit, upset about it.
Well, hey, the people that mow lawns, no offense to anyone listening, we are above you. I'm just letting you know. I'm licensed, okay, by the state of Michigan.
And you have to take continue that every year.
Yep,
right?
have to take classes and all that. But anyways, I do kind of feel like, I don't know, like lawn care is kind of like, you know what I mean? Like I probably could have done more, but I don't know.
I think for me,
my therapist to talk about.
There you go. For me, the big difference was also why I never really worried about it was the number one focus of driving wasn't for the money. I mean, I like the money. Yeah. Sure, don't take it wrong. But I liked the social aspect and getting out there and helping people. And that was the reason why I did it. That's why I don't do food delivery, because it does nothing for me.
You don't get it, especially with COVID, you don't get really any social interaction other than like the staff at the store, and they're usually pissed at you when, they don't want to deal with you.
Or the people waiting at the door when they say contactless to delivery.
Yeah.
Like me, I always do that by accident.
Yeah. I
don't mean to, but like my dogs bark a lot when somebody comes to the house. And I'm like, all right, I'll just stand by the door. Right. And I try to time it for when they're walking away.
Tell about that one guy with the pizza guy. Didn't you have the pizza guy that put it in a pile of shit in the front lawn?
Yeah.
Like you may have talked about it, but say it again.
I ordered Uber Eats actually that time. And I have 2 stairs that go into my porch. And so I say, leave it on the stairs. And so I walk out and the guy put it in like on the sidewalk halfway into my lawn where my dogs,
took a toozy.
And I'm like, and it was literally like this distance away from a pile that I hadn't cleaned up yet. I'm like, bro, really?
Like, yeah, even if the customer said leave at that spot, I wouldn't do it.
I had one guy leave my stuff on my garbage bin.
Okay.
Like, just put it on the steps.
I mean, there's space. If there's space for it,
right?
I mean, that's crazy. Janet in the chat says she's proud of what she does, and I'm, that's fine. I think people. Shit, Janet, get that. You got to ride.
I think that stigma goes away.
Does it sound the same in New Zealand? That's what I want to know.
I'm sure it does.
Sound? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought you were serious. All right, moving on. Jesper, this is kind of a funny one.
I have another one.
Damn, it's busy tonight. We need to go.
So I'm gonna preface this by you got mail.
You've got mail.
See what I did there?
Yeah, you did.
So are you gonna play the video or what?
Oh, I didn't know if you. Well,
I already prefaced it.
It's good to explain it for the people that aren't watching the video.
So this is an Uber driver, and he has a special story, and all the people driving with him kind of recognizes the voice.
You've got mail.
These Uber passengers are in shock.
No.
Why? Because their driver is Elwood Edwards, the guy behind that famous greeting from the early days of the internet.
You've got mail.
So how did Elwood end up driving for Uber?
Everywhere I go, people say, you get residuals? Do you make a lot of money from it? And the question is always answered with no.
Elwood was paid just $200 for that famous recording. His wife was working for AOL at the time. And get this, he did it as a favor.
I recorded, welcome, you've got mail. File's done, goodbye. I did that on a cassette deck in my living room.
Now Elwood makes extra income driving for Uber in Cleveland. And his passengers are blown away to learn about their driver's history.
Welcome, you've got mail.
No way!
This encounter went viral on YouTube.
Do it again.
You've got mail.
At that point, I would pull out my pistol and shoot myself.
So fun fact, did you know that when AOL was actually really big, at one point they used up all the capacity of making CDs in America? All of it.
Really?
It doesn't surprise me.
They had
if you bought
quarter.
anything.
Yep.
You got a free AOL CD.
I know. They were making so many. They took up the entire production capacity of CD-ROMs at that time for like 3 months.
That's crazy. Those damn CDs. But you were so excited because you got 500 hours. And then if you think about it now, 500. If you had 500 hours of internet, it would be so much. But then it seemed like a lot. But then when it took 45 minutes to dial in, you're like, all right, just wasted an hour just to get online and download that one picture.
No, I didn't download pictures.
I wondered where that was going to go.
Sidney Crawford, Farrah Fawcett.
Who's that? I don't know. They don't
All
ring
right,
a bell.
moving on, Pete.
All right, so this next article is about a lady from NYC, and she disinfects her car after every ride since the pandemic started. And she's basically she's an immigrant to the United States. She's been in there, New York, since 1993. Lives in Queens, and she's a full-time Uber driver. Excuse me, for nearly 4 years. She drives mostly from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m., but the big thing is she washes it in and out after every single ride.
That's crazy.
The article talks about how she washes it. She starts the day by going to the car wash, which I think most of the serious drivers out there do.
I don't know what that is.
That's my son's gamer profile.
I said it looks like.
What did it do?
XXX Lord. I don't know what he did. Liked it or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We've never had that one before. All these noises. So distracted.
Oh, that was in YouTube.
That was YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but she uses Clorox wipes and sanitizer. And I just got to imagine that, like, Sam's doing this on purpose.
So
now.
just everyone that listens to the podcast, I actually go in there and mute all those sounds so it's not so annoying. This is just for the live stream. So I'm sorry, Pete. You've been interrupted twice.
That's all right. But yeah, I mean, most of the serious drivers do that anyways. You start your day with cleaning your car out, or you end it by cleaning out, whatever.
Yep.
But she is like wiping everything down, sanitizing after every single rider.
Do you think she really is doing that? I don't know.
I mean,
doesn't Uber ask you to do that after each one? Because the checklist when you go in,
right? It also talks about how she picked up somebody who was COVID positive and kept on working.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
What I mean, do you really? I mean, you hate to say it, right? But they could just be saying that. You don't know whether they actually are
True.
positive or not. I mean, somebody would do it just for the publicity, right? For to say something. But
I can't imagine that wiping down your car that much with.
Well, here's the thing.
sanitizer is
How do
good
you
for
do it with, well, it looks like she does have cloth seats. So she wipes the cloth seats down with Clorox wipes.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I would
too.
think you would just spray it. But
right.
anyways, she seems like a better person than all of us. All right. Up next, Uber releases a new mask policy. So this is on top of the original one. Basically, they're still having trouble getting passengers to wear masks. And if a driver reports to Uber that a rider wasn't wearing a mask, the rider will be required to take a selfie with their face covered before they're able to take another trip. But I thought they already had to take a selfie, or do they just have to check a box that says that they are wearing a mask?
I think this is for the rider, so that's
Correct.
the big difference. So yeah,
I thought that was already in place.
Oh no,
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Apparently, since implementing the policy in May, more than 1,250 riders had their access to the Uber app removed after multiple reports. 99.5% of our trips have actually had no complaints. So I actually appreciate what Uber's doing. I'm actually quite impressed.
I wish they'd put that much effort into
Car seats?
car seats.
I mean, I think car seats is such an individual thing. It's not a pandemic.
Right.
So I don't think they'll do that.
It kind of feels like a pandemic during the summertime when you're.
That's
Yeah.
true. When you have to cancel all the rides.
They won't do that.
But so that's good to hear that they're making them take a selfie. Although you can get away with, I've tried every time to, I've tried to put my hand up, put my shirt up. It's never flown. I've always had to have a mask on.
Really?
I don't know why. I can't beat the system. Everyone talks about them doing it, but I don't know. Maybe I've been blacklisted or something.
Who knows?
Face recognition.
Right. Something like that. If I'm wearing my hat too low, it'll flag it too. It'll say, put your whole face on, put your whole face on. So I pull my hat up like that. And so then it can see my.
I think wasn't it John that sent us a video one time of him having to doing it like 10 times or something because it wouldn't recognize him?
Yeah, something like that. All right, Jesper. I always pick the really awkward ones for you. So this next one's yours.
Of course it is. If Uber is your main girl, which app is your side chick? Lyft.
No, it's not.
But that's what it said. The first one says Lyft.
That's
LOL.
true. No, it's actually, it brings up a good conversation about not putting all your eggs in one basket. Now, if
Correct.
you're married, you should not have a side chick. That is just going to cause lots of trouble.
Correct.
Don't do it.
No.
The grass is never greener on the other side.
Right.
Just saying.
Right.
If you're having trouble with your lady, don't get another lady.
So why
Or man.
why do we keep talking about grass? You always bring up grass.
I know, because I love it so much.
Because you mowed the grass.
Yeah, I mow my
And
own.
So did you want me to finish reading this, or do we do it?
Well, there's nothing really to read.
Discussion?
It's just more to bring up the conversation.
Right.
The people that are listening, what are you all doing?
Right. How many
for your side
How many
chick?
baskets do you guys have? I mean,
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Well, the question is Uber really anybody's main girl right now?
No. Sam said she actually drove passengers this week. I'm like, lucky. She had a really good run that she teased me with or something. I don't know. It was like $123 for one run. I was like, damn. Sam has a whole harem of side chicks.
Well, I mean, so Sam does Uber, Lyft, and Shipped, and
Instacart.
and
although she said Instacart's been shit lately.
She's also Flex,
So
right?
was Shipped today. Shipped had one order at, I think it was 11 o'clock in the morning when I was talking to her. They had one order available in
Really?
the metro area. Yep.
The weekends is where it's at.
Yeah.
I mean, just like Uber and everything and Lyft, you know.
Oh, she does DoorDash too.
She did DoorDash.
Oh,
just one.
One.
Chad says he's been averaging about 700 a week.
That's great, Chad.
I know. I'm assuming that's just on rideshare. But you always got to have a side piece. I'm just saying. There's lots of them out there.
Yes. And the newest is, of course, Oiluber that you got to sign up for right now.
Nice segue.
Yeah,
That was pretty good. His ad was coming up. I'm just going to have him do his own ad.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
No, that will be bad.
All right. So, Pete, this is interesting. This might be a little deep for me. I'm just saying.
Lot of math.
Lot of math. Sam, we need you.
Would you pay $1,000 a month to receive 100% of what passengers pay?
So think about that. You'd pay into Uber $1,000, but you keep every penny.
Right.
That passengers pay.
Now, last year, I think my fees to Uber, that was pre-COVID, of course. My fees to Uber was about $9,000 over the course of the year.
That's so much, even with
sure,
you doing it part-time.
That was only part-time, yes.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Mine was a lot more than that.
Well,
yours
of course it
must have been a lot more than that.
A lot more than that. What?
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah.
So one of the comments says, so far this month I've paid Uber $240 up front for 300 trip offers where I get to keep 100% of the fare, but he's in California.
Right.
I don't know. The guy does math here. I don't know if you want to break it down. I'm going to screw it up, but.
So he said, I've been driving for nearly 3 years. In those 3 years, 35 months to be precise, Uber has made $37,000 off of the rides I've given.
That's nuts.
$16,000 in booking fees and $20,000 in service fees. 37,000 divided by 35 is $1,064 a month. So he would have made an extra $2,200 with this hypothetical situation
over the 35 months.
Exactly, that's the thing, right? So it's $2,200 over
it's not
30.
That much.
It's not, and then is that really worth the risk? Because there is more risk involved.
Which is what the second part of it is. He talks about the risk because he lives in a college town,
right,
where it slows down.
Yeah, you're paying $1,000 a month, and
Right.
you're barely getting rides. Right. I wouldn't pay $1,000, but I would pay half that.
Well, but then, they wouldn't offer it for that half that.
No,
it's not going to be enough, right? We talked a little bit about the Californian service a couple shows ago, where we talked about you could buy 100 rides or whatever. But but it was a counter, right? And what you and I were talking about earlier, if you decline a ride, it still counted.
Yes,
right.
It's still counted as one of your rides. So it wasn't really worth it because it's just Uber's way of manipulating you to take every ride.
Right.
And that's like what with Lyft, you got to see, or even with Uber for a while, if you maintain, 90% or 89%,
right.
You get to see all that. They're forcing you to take
diamond
the ride.
Status.
Right.
Whatever. You ain't diamond anymore.
Still diamond.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
What do you get it like? You're diamond, and then you get the next 3 months as diamond. And then if you don't hit the points by the end of that 3 months, then they boot you down to blue.
Yep.
You're a blue bitch.
Sam said she would, if she was still driving full time, she would.
For $1,000 a month?
She said she just wouldn't work in the summer.
Well, that makes sense. Yes.
Ricardo says the main chick is the Uber, the one I love. DoorDash is the side chick, is always there for me. That's hilarious.
So,
all right. You ready for your ad?
All right, let's try it.
There you go. You're up.
All right. Welcome to Oiluber. The only thing I can really say right now is I'm going to give out a 10% discount if you use the code GetHerDone. That's
Whoa.
for the
Get her
clients.
done.
So for a customer, if you go to oiluber.com and use the code GetHerDone, you get 10% off your oil change.
There you go.
And they are looking to expand in Grand Rapids. So Oiluber is a on-demand oil change company. Right. They will come to you and change your oil, and it's also a good way to earn extra money as a technician.
Right.
If you're able to change oil, you can make money on the side. That can be one of your side chicks.
And remember, if they're not currently in your market, go to there anyway, sign up, and they'll be determining how fast they'll be in your market.
Right. So just go to oiluber.com. They need techs. They need customers. Yep. They're trying to grow their brand, and we appreciate them, partnering with us and
absolutely
all that fun
Love
stuff.
being here.
Thank you so much.
Yep, awesome. 10% off. Get her. So it's get. Oh wait, whoa! We better specify how to say that.
Get her done.
It's get her. It's GETER.
Get her done.
Let me pull it up here. GITTERDONE. One word, all lowercase.
Okay.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Who's that? Larry the Cable Guy?
Something.
Said that?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Get her done. Yes. So, go to oiluber.com for more information to sign up for being a technician or to get your oil change.
Yep.
I mean, the prices are comparable to going to Valvoline, so why not get it done on your time, not their
On
time?
You
your
don't have to leave the
terms.
house.
On your terms. Yeah,
Well,
right.
you
at the
gotta
house.
gotta open your hood, right? That's about it.
Yep.
Yep. We did an interview with Brian earlier. That will be posted sometime next week. That talks a lot about more of it.
I can't wait.
All right. All right. Let's get back into it. Oh, Dustin's on. Hey, Dustin. Dustin from... Oh, that's his Facebook group. Dustin is driving. There it is. Sorry.
Dustin is driving.
All
Hey,
right.
one time I just saw Larry's on. Larry, are you in? Where is it supposed to be?
I don't know, but you said Indiana.
Indiana, yeah. Larry, are you in Indiana?
If he's in Indiana, that his ass better drive up to Michigan because you're pretty close.
Right?
Well, depending on
He
what
caught
part
a
of
long
it.
ride yesterday, so
To
he's in the middle. Pack's just heading to the hotel, waiting to take them to eat.
So they are
I don't
in
know.
the middle of a ride. Oh.
So we'll see.
No, Sam says he's not. I got so excited. I was like, damn it, Larry.
Oh man, sorry, Larry.
Happy hump day, Dustin.
Hump day.
Hump day. Yeah,
Okay.
we need to get that drop because we podcast every Wednesday. All right, Jesper, TikTok. I forget what this one is. Oh, this one's funny.
TikTok. That is the craziest thing.
You gonna explain it or before?
No,
It's a
you're just
video.
it's a video. You're just gonna play it. So basically, this is COVID, right? And that's all I need to say.
All right.
It's locked. What do you mean? In the back? My bag? I'm gonna keep my bag with me. I have my laptop.
You
What?
and your bag in the back.
Like the back seat?
No, in the bed.
You want me to ride in the bed of the truck?
Bed of the truck.
Are you fucking serious? You want me to sit in the bed of the
This-
truck? No. All right.
So he gets in the back. He puts his seatbelt on. Obviously, that's not real, but it's kind of funny. Earlier, if you couldn't hear, the guy had his window rolled up, and then he rolled it down, put his mask on, and said, "In the back,
In the bed. Yeah.
in the bed." Yeah. Oh, TikTok is coming through strong for us. That's
do
great.
not like TikTok
Why?
because they waste too much time.
So that's the best part. Would you rather be on Facebook and hear everyone bitch about the debates, or would you rather see funny stuff on TikTok?
I don't want to do any of them.
Yeah, that's true. I love TikTok. So, all right, Peter, we're going
All
to
right.
talk about tipping.
Dear passengers, this is a note somebody wrote.
We're flying through this, by the way.
There we are. I never solicit tips. However, if you voluntarily tell me you are going to tip me and never follow through, especially if I went above and beyond to accommodate you, please realize how much of an irredeemable piece of shit move this is. This has happened to me dozens of times. In my experience of giving over 5,000 rides, I found less than 1 in 10 people tip anything at all. And of those, it's usually about $3 average. If I compare this figure to what passengers pay for the ride, which bear in mind is very different figure than what I'm actually being paid per ride. We're talking about a 1% tip rate for a job that provides a much more personalized experience than food delivery. Of that promise, a tip that they don't hand me in cash, I found less than 1 in 4 actually do.
Yeah, we can skip the last part.
Tip me in the air.
Well, we go round and round in the discussion about this is why is it I deliver your food
right.
and you tip me every time, but I deliver your human body. Gosh dang it, got me again. I'm going to have to keep them in there because people are going to hear the reaction to it. But why is it I deliver your blood, your body, everything safely and you don't tip? Do you think it's because how Uber started out back in the day
sure
from
it
the
is.
get-go?
I don't think so.
No?
Man, that's been so long ago.
I mean, they don't promote it anymore that you don't have to tip, but
Right.
I don't know. I don't understand that. It's so frustrating to not get a tip when you provide great service. Even if you don't provide great service or adequate service, but did you die? Like that.
I still think that people are not used to having to tip for rideshare. It's just
I
not.
think that's it. I kind of disagree with Pete a little bit. I think it's
Yeah.
ingrained. It's just been passed around.
Uber ruined that for us.
Well, I kind of look at it as, and bring it back to the green industry, is like True Green is just a terrible company. Oh, I shouldn't slander on a podcast.
No, you should not do that.
That was probably not a good idea.
Whatever. We're gonna do the big.
No, sue me.
It's just a terrible company.
Sue me. We have so much money. So basically, the joke is that they're not a very good company, and everyone knows that. And it just gets around, even though people still sign up for it. I don't know. Maybe that was a bad example, but it's just one of those things that's ingrained in people, like tipping in a restaurant or tipping for food. Like, when the food delivery started, everyone tipped like it was no big deal. But I don't know. I think I'm agree with Jesper.
So Dustin on YouTube is saying it's because people are cheap. They care more about food than safety, and it's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
I mean, that is weird though.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's cheapness or if just the mentality again of like we've always tipped for food. That's just how it is. You tip the pizza delivery guy, and rideshare so new. I don't know. I tip every time. So Sam said she got 0 tips last Friday.
Were you driving people?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, exactly.
That's terrible. I don't know. It's just so frustrating when you provide it, especially when you go above and beyond. Like airport, I get out, I put your bag in.
Right.
I make sure not to throw it
At
in.
least you get out. I've seen drivers like
pop
just
the
sit
trunk.
there.
Pop
Yeah.
the hood. The trunk.
Yeah, I can't pop mine. I actually physically have to get out and do it. But I would anyways, even so, because I'm not a dirtbag.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just frustrating. Just tip your drivers, y'all. I mean, seriously. Dustin says, I tip the guys that fill my gas tank since I can't pump my own gas in New Jersey. What the hell? There's still states that you can't pump your own gas?
Oh, yeah.
I just realized this like just a couple months ago because I had no idea.
That's crazy.
All the states, not that I've traveled around a lot, but all the states have all been like right here in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I think I went down to Florida, but none of them over on this side are like that.
That's so strange.
So I was like, what? You're not allowed to pump your own gas?
First I've heard of it.
Yeah.
So is the gas more expensive? I mean, you would think they have to charge the service somehow.
Right. I don't know.
Huh. Sam says, I wish we couldn't hear.
Yeah, I know.
That's because you don't like to sweat, Sam. And if you have to get out and sweat like Pete, you're like 2 peas in a
I
pod.
say I'm not even judging her because I don't like to sweat either. So
Dustin says it's the only state he's ever been in where you couldn't.
That's crazy.
New Jersey, yeah. So
Juan says they don't tip because both Pax and Driver here in Canada hardly get paired again. Well, that shouldn't matter if you get repaired again.
No,
I mean,
no.
You should tip. If the service was good, you should tip. It shouldn't matter if you re-up again.
I think the whole, and this is a whole different conversation, but I think the whole rideshare industry kind of needs to relook at what they charge and the tipping.
They are look at California.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's all going to change.
Yeah.
It's constantly
One of the
changing,
features that I would love that Oiluber.com has is you can pick your favorite driver or your tech, and you can choose them each time. I want that for Uber and Lyft.
Yeah.
If I'm a badass driver.
Now, Uber used to have that, right?
No, I don't think so.
People's even asked.
They talked about it, but it never happened.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why, because they want to
It was actually one of the features that the what was it called? Steady Fare had.
Yeah.
You could pick your driver.
Well, all the new apps like Zoom and Detroit, they all have that feature because I think that's the number one feature requested by drivers is having, someone that you can favorite.
But I think the big problem, and I think one of the reasons why Uber and Lyft maybe don't want to do it is one of the reasoning that it's so effective is the speed of which you can get your ride.
Yeah, they want butts in the seats.
Exactly.
They don't care about your favorite driver.
Well, because if you have to pick your favorite driver, it could be half an hour, 45 minutes before you have time to get to you.
Well, I would never do that. I would be like, hey, is he online? Nope. Okay, I'm not waiting 45 minutes.
Right.
Normal people, I think, would just be like,
well, but he might be online, but have 3 rides picked, already queued up because 3 other people already picked them.
Well, they have the technology to do it.
Absolutely they do. But
yeah. I wonder how Zoom's going to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard much chatter about it.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yep.
Sam said, I think Shipt can choose favorite shoppers.
I don't think you can.
I didn't think so either.
So what happens with Shipt is you'll get paired up with them in behind the scenes. So when that person orders and you're been a good a shopper for them, you get it offered if you're on the schedule. You'll get the offer first. Right. That's why when I started doing Shipt, it was great early on. But then after I got over my honeymoon period, they call it, I wasn't getting any orders during the day because I wasn't a quote unquote favorite shopper behind the scenes.
Yep.
So it's kind of I like that they reward them, but it's also like I only could do
because you weren't good enough, man. You weren't running around Meijer like them other shopper girls.
I ain't putting a freaking gift card in your freaking groceries. Like, I'm not putting a thank you card. I'm like, I go back to it. Did you die? No, you're okay. Tip me, damn it. Speaking of,
wait. No, you may not touch the radio.
No, I don't have I do not have an aux cord. You cannot vape in my car.
Yeah, no.
So, speaking of a new rideshare, Dumpling, which is a kind of
we talked about that a while back. We tried Dumpling.
Yeah, Dumpling is a grocery app.
Yep.
And it's kind of like independent people using the app instead of Shipt or Instacart. So they are actually starting.
But the shoppers has to pay to use it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what's an example of it? I mean, I want to not.
What's that one you always bag on, the rideshare one?
Trip?
Apex.
Oh, Apex.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you pay the service, you pay a fee, and then you connect you with people. Yeah, so it works. It's nice, but they are launching a rideshare, ride hail application. Basically, it's kind of the same thing what they do with groceries. You basically do everything.
Right.
So you get the ride. Basically, they charge a 3% credit card charge, and drivers keep the remaining 90%, and you pay a monthly fee to Dumpling a month.
But what about the insurance?
It doesn't say anything about the insurance. That's
just a match. So you have to have your own commercial insurance.
So how does that work for grocery shopping though? Because you feel like you should have some insurance.
But no, because you don't have the people in the car. Who cares if you lose $50 worth of groceries in an accident? Whereas if you're transporting me and my family, you better be insured if you had an accident because I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah, that's a good point. It doesn't really say anything about that, but it's basically your own business.
Right.
But they, provide the processing and those kind of things.
So you said it was 3% credit card fees, but then you said they keep the rest of the 90%. So
no, you keep 97%.
Oh,
the only
I thought you said 90%.
Every 100% or every $100 they take $3. You keep 97.
Okay. But that's not even enough to cover the finance charge.
3%?
No.
Yes, it is. It's like 2.5% to run credit cards.
It depends on what you run.
Well, are we really going to get into brass tacks about freaking credit card fees right now? I mean, seriously.
But why would you do it if you make that little? Why would they even do it? It's just
because it's like free money for them.
Because don't forget they're getting the monthly. You got to how much is
they're getting a monthly too.
Right.
Yeah. So
you still pay the monthly. Okay. Yeah.
So that like Christine that we use Dumpling, she paid $30 or $40 a month to be on the app and being advertised.
Just pay the finance charge. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Right.
Yep. This might be a side chick of Uber.
Yeah, it could be.
That's true. I think that it might be a side chick of Uber.
Yeah.
A little bit more income.
So I would agree. It's kind of like Apex Rider.
The question is, are you going to be able to make that up?
Yeah. I mean, you're basically creating your own business. So it's basically you create your own clientele.
Right.
I mean, just like grocery shopping. Say, hey, I need to go to the airport once a week. Okay. This is the price I'm charging.
Right.
And
so you just tell them.
You set your own prices.
So you just tell them, use this app?
Yep. This is how you book it. Dumpling is going to take 3% of whatever it is, and I get to keep the rest.
Right.
So it's not a bad idea if you want to build your own clientele.
That is true.
I don't know. I kind of like that. I don't know. It's a big hustle.
You better have insurance, especially if you're doing rideshare.
But it's not a bad idea though if you're driving for Uber or Lyft anyways, and somebody wants to, hey, can you do this on a weekly basis? Sure. Yes. Here's my card. And the card will have the Dumpling information on it.
Yeah. I'll share this article. I'll post it on social media because it's really good. If you're interested in it, it might be a good way to build your own clientele.
And as Dustin says, as long as you have the rideshare endorsement, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. That's huge. That really changed the game, didn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I drove without insurance for a long time.
It saved my ass.
Well, not all insurance.
Because Lyft screwed me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But the second they offered rideshare insurance in Michigan, the first company was Farm Bureau. No, take that back. I was with Farm Bureau, then Farmers offered it first. I switched immediately as soon as I found out. 'Cause I felt bad. I felt kind of like rolling the dice.
Oh, absolutely. You were
Know what I
rolling the
mean?
dice. Because the same with me. If I drove for about a year without that extra insurance, and if I had been in an accident, I would have lost the car. Done.
Possibly.
No, done.
Well, not possibly. Dustin said Seattle just made minimum wage driving as
I
well,
read that.
$16 an hour.
I read that. Yeah.
I posted that in our thing for next week
Oh,
or next podcast.
what? What are they? What? I didn't even know that was on the agenda.
Yep.
16 an hour, huh?
Yep.
So are they like? Is that gross, or do they take taxes out?
I didn't look. I didn't.
Oh, so you
look at-
posted and didn't read the article?
Yeah. I mean,
Son of a bitch.
you got 2 weeks, bro.
That's true. But I will. I do want to post this article about.
Yep. Thank you.
It still scared me. All right. Speaking of money, we would love you to be one of our Patreons, which I just realized tonight I didn't start the recording early, so you're not going to get before scenes tonight. Sorry, I messed up.
Jason.
Ryan screwed it all up.
I said it's
Blame it on
Steve's
the new
fault.
guy.
It's Steve's fault.
It's Steve's fault.
Yeah.
Damn it, Steve. So anyways, if you would like a bonus episode each month behind the scenes and some free merch, go to patreon.com/gigeconpodcast. Did that right. Patreon.com/gig. The Gig. I did not do it right. The Gig Econ Podcast.
Gig Econ Podcast.
Just search the Gig Economy Podcast on Patreon. You'll find it. Speaking of, we're going to have to do another episode after tonight because tonight's the last night of the month, but we haven't done a bonus episode this month.
Oh, my gosh.
Damn it, Jesper. It's going to be a long night.
Is it my fault?
It is your
Don't
fault.
blame me.
All right. Well, we're doing 2 next month, so it's going to be a busy October. But we'll have people on that. Who did we have on last time? We had Janet on from New Zealand, but then we had
We had a ship chopper on.
Yeah, but somebody after Janet too, didn't we?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It all blends together.
It does, man. So many podcasts. But yeah, go to patreon.com, search the GigCon podcast, and sign up and support the show. All right. Okay, here's my next video. Here it is. I mean, I don't even know how much intro you need to do for this.
Man, this video was nuts.
Literally. Ice cream in his hands. Rub, 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 rub. He's probably trying to put his boner down. Okay, we're gonna play that one again. Let's see. Can I do this? Can I switch back and just okay?
Make sure you watch the groinal area.
Yeah, it's crotchola.
Maybe he's warm.
But look at him. He's like, push it down, push it down. He's coming. He's coming. Okay.
I don't even think he's thinking about it. He's just doing it.
Think he has like a tick or something? So basically, for the people that are listening to the just the audio podcast, he's holding a pint of ice cream in his
I'm trying
hand.
to figure out what pizza company that is.
Oh, it was Domino's.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know they delivered ice cream.
I'm for sure it's Papa John's, 100%.
Well, Papa John's used to deliver ice cream.
Thanks, Dustin, for the donation. I think that's a donation thing. It's cut off. I never
shrink it down.
I never expected anyone to do it.
$20.
Holy shit,
Woo!
Dustin!
Whoop, whoop.
Thank
you,
you.
Dustin. Woo!
Damn, appreciate that.
Now we just got to figure out how to get that money.
Don't even scare me like that. Thanks, Dustin. No, I said Papa John's because I wanted to shit on it because I know you've worked for Papa John's. But yeah, we've seen some of the strangest stuff that drivers do.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, just a tip to everyone. There's cameras everywhere. Everyone has a front door camera. I have one.
Everywhere.
I know what's going on at all times. Don't rub ice cream on your crank. It's just bad business. Oh. Dustin, what a good guy. Love that guy. All right, what's up next? Oh, it's me. Shoot. Oh, I didn't read this one. Damn it. All right. Whoopsies. I thought I only had 2 articles. So, ship's effort-based pay model. It just blanked out. God.
The quality is really bad on Facebook right now. I don't know
Is
what's
it?
going. Yeah.
Ship's effort-based pay model decided a 1,400 item order was worth about $20, and we're gonna in shenanigans talk about that one. So basically, Lyft, strike that. Shipped has changed their. You know what? This is from Ypsilanti. I just look in the pictures. This is from your neck of the woods, Brian. So they've really changed the model, and we had Sam on, and I don't know what she said because I couldn't hear her.
She said,
"You're such a noob."
She just posted, "Fuck new pay model."
Oh yeah. So I know it went live in Kalamazoo like last year. Gosh, stupid ads. But I don't exactly know because I didn't read the article, and I forgot about this. But basically, they've reduced how much you get paid for the amount of work we do. And later on, I mean, I'll just spoil it. It's what was it, like an 1,100 item for like $30?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It could have been packs of rice for I don't know, but it's freaking
either way.
crazy.
1,100 items
for $30.
for $30.
It was ridiculous. No.
So I was looking through the groups, and that guy that posted that one that we're sharing later, he said there was an update. I don't know how he knew it, but a new guy took that order with a partner. I don't know how he knew that.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Sam said it's hot garbage.
1,100 items for $35.
Yep.
It was like $27 to $30. That was your payout.
I saw it. It's like, no way.
Yeah. I don't know what changed or if they were just losing too much money, but
Dustin's saying it's a negative ghostwriter. I'm not quite sure what that means, but
that's his tagline when he doesn't, something's not legit and he's not going to do it. Negative ghostwriter. You should watch his channel once in a while.
Well, you know.
Supports the show, you dick. Anyways, I'm not.
Got him.
I'm not going to read this.
I'll pay you my $5
Yeah,
$5
Dustin,
back, Dustin.
take it back. I'm going to send you $5. So basically,
sorry, Dustin.
Shipped is being assholes.
Why is the quality so bad right now?
Why are you worried about it?
The feed, the quality of the feed is really bad. Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you, man.
something is up with the quality of Comcast.
Well, maybe just go to YouTube. We want you to watch on
It's the
YouTube,
same-
anyways.
It's the same there.
I don't know. Who cares? What do we always say, Jesper?
I don't know.
98% of our listeners listen on the audio podcast.
They do.
But we do try to put out a good product. All right,
Absolutely.
Jesper, here's your MacBook.
Here's
Bullshit.
my MacBook bullshit.
Honestly,
There
I
you
think
go.
we needed a computer upgrade. Don't you think, Pete?
I think so.
With an AMD?
AMD processor.
I ain't doing no Intel bullshit.
Get a new RTX 3070. They're pretty cheap right now.
He's getting hot. You talking about spending money?
A PAX left her MacBook in my car. I got a voicemail from her saying she might have left the laptop in her vehicle. I checked the back seat and trunk and saw nothing and didn't call back because her number was inaudible because of background noise. I even vacuumed a few times back then. 9 days later. These two very high passengers get in and I thought I heard one say there was a MacBook in the back seat. Didn't think much of it since I know mine wasn't back there. After they exited, I remember getting back, getting that voicemail, so I went back and looked around and almost missed it again. It was in the backseat pocket. How can you miss it? How the hell did this go 9 days without getting stolen or mentioned? I managed to find the passenger after calling many different numbers I could make out from voicemail. She was uber grateful and tipped me, ta-da, $40. Really? You gave her $40 for getting your MacBook back? Whew. Thank you so much.
You're right. The stream is hot garbage, by the way.
It is.
I don't know why. That's crazy.
The funny part was when I arrived at her house, I realized how she could even forget something like that, or why would she put it in the pocket?
Well,
like
the whole
that?
weird thing is that he didn't know it was
I
back
know, for
there.
9
I mean,
days.
but look at it. It's right. How do you miss that?
I know it's in the pocket,
Or
right?
you're not cleaning
Definitely
your
not cleaning.
yeah, or something like that. I don't know.
Anyways, I guess it kind of falls in with the color, but still, it's like my biggest takeaway is how can you only? I mean, you tipping $40 for getting your
I could
MacBook
see somebody
laptop back?
I could
think
see somebody
40's
forgetting
okay.
I could see somebody forgetting their Chromebook, but not a Apple MacBook.
I don't care.
I missed the joke.
I don't know what your joke is.
I think $40 is okay. I don't think it's that. I think that's fair. I mean, it's not like you built the MacBook.
No.
I mean, you literally just handed it to the person. I mean,
No,
$40
but still.
for doing that is.
I'd take it. I mean, because what you're gonna get 15 through through Uber or Lyft, right?
Yeah.
For a lost or returned item.
Yeah, for sure.
So $40, doubling it.
I mean, I've handed many phones back for 15, I guess. So
All right, we good?
we're good.
Tip time. This is from Pete. Question: my insurance company said I could not drive for Uber unless I had commercial insurance. Is that true? So a lot of the tips that we like to provide is for new riders or drivers or riders, I guess. I don't care. And no, you don't need commercial insurance. What are you laughing at?
Sam got my joke.
Oh, okay. You don't need commercial insurance. You need what we talked about earlier is the rider.
Rideshare endorsement.
Thank you.
Rideshare.
I was thinking rider app,
endorsement.
rider.
Well, it's also called a rider. So rideshare.
Yeah, it is
rider.
a rider.
Yeah.
It is an additional rider to your insurance policy. It's cheap. I mean, I think I pay like, I don't know, $50 every 6 months or something. It's super cheap like that. Obviously, if you're terrible or not that good of a driver, it might be more. But please get it. It's cheap. It's worth it. It covers your ass. It saved Pete's ass.
Save me. I mean, if you want details, you can email me or whatever. I've told the story a bunch of times, but
yeah,
it's super important and saved me.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Social media. Let's see. I'm up first. This is, I don't know. I didn't really, anyways. It says, hi, everyone. I'm looking for an Uber Eats partner so I can finish my orders faster. If you live in the Bronx and drive, please hit me up.
Hit me up.
Guys like, huh? How do you expect that this will work? You're going to have someone sit in the car and drive while you pick up the orders and drop them off. Well, this will save you a second or 2 seconds per trip. Is it worth splitting the pay? You're just going to ride around with a random stranger? Yeah, that's not safe. And technically, it's against the rules. I know a lot of people do it.
Right.
I don't really care. As long as the driver... Well, remember that guy that ate the wings that was walking up? He was definitely not the driver. As long as the driver or the person on the account walks it up, I don't really care.
I did it before with my wife.
Yeah.
She we used her account, so she got the food and delivered it. I just drove.
Well, again, it is against the rules.
It's against the rules,
which is surprising.
so don't do it.
Yeah, which is surprising that
I did it.
Yes. I was talking to my wife earlier, and I don't know how you came up, but I'm like, Pete's even more of a rule follower than me, and that's saying something. So, why is this Facebook stream shitty?
Well, it's not just the stream. It's how they're getting the quality. It's quality from here because it's on YouTube too. So
yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's
Sorry,
probably
guys.
It's probably quality from I think it's from StreamYard.
Yeah, it is.
That's what
They're
I'm
having
using
a bad,
right now, so.
bad night tonight. So sorry, guys.
Pete, what rule breaker?
It's my turn now, right?
Yes, I'm a little distracted. I apologize.
So, has anyone on here ever dated or had a relationship with someone that they delivered
Always
to?
the awkward ones for Jesper. I purposely like any P ones or like sex ones.
And somebody says, I got paid to beep a client one time. See, I wasn't going to say that.
Thank you. Not that I would have muted it or edited it. Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys, I mean, we've all been hit on.
Oh, no. Not me.
What about that? Didn't you have like a police officer hitting on you?
Didn't you say you had a guy that grabbed your leg or something?
He was drunk.
I mean, that still counts.
That still counts.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, did you accept his?
No, I did not. I threw him out of the car.
Your shoulder.
I almost threw him out of the car.
I have chicks try to rub my beard. Can I touch it? If they ask, I let them. Like, they can do this, but when they just come around the side and touch it, I'm like, okay, you need to get the hell out of my car.
Yeah, Jason yelled at me one time.
So you won't let them touch the radio, but they can touch your beard.
I am such an old man boomer when I drive. If the radio's too loud, I have trouble focusing. I need to focus on what's going on in my car. This is like when I'm trying to look for something, I turn the radio down, like just to help me focus more.
A lot of people do that,
radio.
though.
Yeah,
That's a big thing.
Yeah, it's a big thing. So shut up, Jesper.
It's funny that Jason lets people touch his beard because you yelled at me one time on Instagram.
Right.
Yeah, because I posted a picture of this. It was New Year's Eve, and I was delivering this girl home.
You delivering her home?
I brought her home, and she like was in the back seat, and she like comes forward and like gives me this big hug, and
I remember that.
Took the riding with Retep picture, and then Jason comments on it. Personal space.
Well, I mean, the picture, if I didn't know that you let her do that, I wouldn't have known. But I mean, if someone asks, I'd be like, yeah, I can touch it. It's nice and soft. That got really weird. When I just said that,
Did you see Sam's comment?
No.
I'm not saying it. You can say it.
I got really uncomfortable when I said that. What did she say?
Yes. I'm not saying that. You could say it.
Oh, Sam, come on. Don't make me ban you. Jeez.
And Sam, right there, that's why you're no longer on the podcast.
Yeah, right. All right. Last but not least is in Grand Rapids. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
1,140 items for
27 to 37 estimated. And this is local. This is at our local. This is your Meyer, right? That's your Clyde Park?
No. We go to Granville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
An hour and 55-minute estimated. That's how long it's going to take to shop it?
That seems very not enough time.
No.
For 1,140 items. I wish you could see what they were ordering. Because when I picked up a McDonald's order and I was like, oh, this is a really good pay. And then I looked at it, was 46 items. And I got to look what it was. I was like, nope, cancel. It was like a bunch of lattes and sodas. I'm like, this shit's going to spill all over the place. But
no.
yeah, that's crazy. All right, what else? We got anything else?
We got, can't even read because my contact's sitting funny. Juan in chat says, first time here, wanted to know if Lyft also gives USA drivers rider credits. $20 card per referral when you get other competition passengers sign up with Lyft.
I think we had something like that for a while. You got credits.
I've never seen it like that. So it had been like over 3 years ago.
Well, they give you a referral fee, right? They were giving that for a little bit.
Yeah. Dustin says I stay away from McDonald's. Yeah. I tried to tell Jesper that. I was like, Jesper, when you're doing food delivery, don't go to McDonald's. Don't go to Taco Bell. Don't go to the fast food places. They're never going to tip.
I'm just not doing food delivery anymore.
You just got to listen to me.
Yeah. I'm not even worried. When I did food delivery, it wasn't even like the not getting a tip part from McDonald's. It was the waiting in line for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because there's only 2 of them at night that do Uber Eats, the one on Michigan Street and the one one of the ones on Alpine, I think.
I would rather get a root canal than go to the McDonald's on Michigan Street.
I know, yeah, no.
It's the worst. I might even get a colonoscopy.
And the Taco Bell on Michigan is like that too.
Oh, nope.
Both of them.
I've tried. They've tempted me twice on that Taco Bell with a little bit of, because I was close. Still didn't matter. I was literally right next to the Taco Bell. I was there for 30 minutes getting the food.
So Juan, just answering you, I think Uber was all the way done. They had no referral fee here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had nothing, but Lyft had a little one.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Irvine's Auto Repair and Grand Rapids Hybrid, and Brian from Oiluber.com.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
It's been fun. Sorry about the stream quality. I'm not sure what happened. Yep. I pay out the ass for internet here, so that pisses me off. So
he's got on the phone with Comcast next.
Yeah, no kidding. Or StreamYard, one of the two. All right, guys, we will see you in a couple weeks. Hopefully, I'll get the episode with Brian from Oiluber out next week. Yep. And I think that's
Remember to add that next basket to your system and sign up for Oiluber.
The next side chick.
Whatever.
We can be a side
chick.
No, we don't. I can do that.
All right, guys. Enjoy your side chicks, everyone. Good night.